Hi everyone, and welcome to week 5. So, a lot of people freak out at this point because this is the week that you do the essay. But if you notice from the assignment, you're actually taking the work that you've done over the last 4 weeks and putting it all together. So, I have a couple of recommendations for this week. So my first recommendation is a lot of people do really well with revising that summary and putting that in after their introduction, putting in a paragraph about the audience, putting in a paragraph about purpose, putting in a paragraph about tone, and then their other major points. But a lot of times I find that the essay isn't cohesive. That means it doesn't stick together all as one thought. So my recommendation is that you make sure that you have a thesis about the author's claim in the introduction, that you have topic sentences for each of your paragraphs that kind of point back to that introduction. Again, I'm going to give you some resources that'll help you do that. And then also that you use transitions to kind of smoothly move from one point to the other. And I'll be giving you guys a resource for that in an announcement email as well. So that's my first recommendation. Make sure that your essay is cohesive and it kind of all sticks together. But essentially, you're sticking together what you've already written. So I think that in some ways the hard part is over. The second recommendation that I have, if you look at the rubric, they very specifically are asking you, I'm going to click over to it so I can read it for you guys. Conclusion overview. That is where you review your analysis and the key points that supported your essay. And then conclusion, lessons learned. This explains what was learned about critical thinking, analysis, and revision, and how it can be applied to future writing activities or your academic or professional life. So the reason that I read that is because it's worth 15 points. A lot of people forget to do that part of the conclusion. You can do it in your summary or in the summary conclusion that you're writing, or you can do it as a separate paragraph at the end. But if you don't do that part, you are losing out on 15 points. And it pretty much is like you do it or you don't do it. So make sure that you get that part in because I want you to be successful in this class and I want you guys all to get good grades. So 2 recommendations just to recap. Number 1, cohesion. Have a strong claim or thesis in your introduction. We're going to be strengthening those up in the revision, but make sure you try to have one the first time around and use transitions to connect your ideas. And then number 2, make sure that you have the reflection part of your conclusion where you talk about the lessons that you've learned so far in this class, because I am interested in reading those. So that's it. Thanks, everybody.